Bam, we're live. No Twitter, huh? Go live? What happens if I try to go live on Twitter? Nope. All right. Fine. Oh, just the Sevon podcast Twitter. All right. Fine. So be it. Matthew Souza. Good to see you, buddy. Hola, amigo.
Hey, can you hear me?
Another 50,000 views since this morning. 630,000 views, 63 days of total watch time, 7,400 shares.
The greatest clip on the internet.
1,600 saves.
Nice.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
You creepers.
Crazy. I only want 10 million. I only want 10 million. 9,998,000 more than my average. That's all I'm for. Steve Martin, good to see you. Made some great movies. Thank you for all you've done. Buenas noches, amigo. Hola. ¿Cómo está? How'd the garage door springs go? Oh, fuck me.
Those things are brutal, huh?
Oh, God. You don't even want to know what happened. I'm embarrassed what happened.
Uh-oh. Was it operator error?
No, it was, the guy comes in and he says, would you like the cheap spring, the medium spring, or the 10-year warranty spring? I go, which would you get? He goes, the 10-year warranty one. I go, what's the price difference? He goes, $275 for the 1-year warranty with the soft spring, medium spring, $275, and the best spring with the 10-year warranty is $625. I said, okay, I'll take that one. And then so he goes to his truck and he comes back and I'm like, wait, is that per spring or both springs? He's a per spring. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So I'm sucking up. I'm like, oh, $1,200 it is, $1,300 it is. Then he gets about halfway through the installation and he goes, hey, see this pipe going across your garage that the spring's attached to? He goes, yeah. He goes, normally those are one piece and yours is two pieces. It's just a steel dowel.
Oh, shit.
And he goes, so I recommend you replace it. There's no reason to have two pieces, and yours is rusted a little bit. Great guess. And I said, okay, how much is that pipe? I thought he was going to say $60. He goes, $400.
Oh. Well, so
I'm like, did you say 400? He goes, yeah. I go, for that pipe? He goes, yeah. I'm like, okay.
I'll get my own at Home Depot, thanks.
And I go, hey, I was thinking about doing this myself. He's like, you can't do that. Way too dangerous. I'm like, all right. And then there's these two things on the end that cost $200. So the whole thing cost me $1,975.
Plus tip?
No.
Everything has a tip.
I wanted to give him the tip.
How's my internet right now?
Good.
We're going to try the Pep link once it fires up.
As soon as you said that, you froze.
Of course. That's how that works.
Your hair looks good, though.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I cut it. I was going to do this outside in front of the wall.
I need a haircut so bad. Oh, you were? You were going to go outside? Is it raining?
No. At the spot that we did the Kill Taylor at.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to make that the spot. But we had some kids out there playing today, and I was like, I don't think this is going to go well.
Just them like session right now. Them getting handsy and shit with your equipment.
No, yeah, I mean, just like they're just running around having a good time, and so they could do that. Parents need to work out.
Does 10 million views cover it? I don't make any money off of Instagram. Zero. It cost me money. I think I paid $9 a month for the check mark or something.
Worth it.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to make money on Instagram. Do you?
If you sign up for bonuses, apparently you make money, but I don't know if that's actually true or not. Damn, I'm freezing like a son of a gun, aren't I?
Not too bad on my end.
Okay.
I always hear stories about people who make like $10,000 a month off TikTok or $10,000 a month off Facebook, but I don't know shit about that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a myth, apparently.
Judy Reed, how was the jump rope seminar, Matthew Souza? It looked like a great turnout.
It was great. It was a great turnout. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? You were a participant.
Dude.
I was kind of filming and running around a little bit, but everybody that showed up got double unders. We had double unders in today's workout, so we got to show off their new skills and their new ropes, which was cool.
It was so sick. I am not going to be able to do this justice, but if you need a rope there was a rope there they let everyone use, and it's this rope, and there's a button on the top of this rope, and you push the button, and the lid comes off of the handle, and you can change the size of your rope like in 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That rope is crazy. I don't understand how that rope is crazy. Rapid Fit 2.0 jump rope. Yeah, Sydney Sweeney was there. It was crazy. I need to go to CrossFit gyms more. Everyone there was like good looking and healthy looking. So
Yeah, that's
different than
right.
the cohort that I normally see.
So different
How-
than the airport, the exact
Yeah.
opposite of an airport.
Yeah, it was crazy. And there was a whole age range of people there, you know, from my kids to
Yeah.
probably someone who was 70, and it was like crazy. I was like, holy shit, these are good looking people.
I'm on the Pep link now. Is there any change? I know
Yeah,
I
it looks-
disappeared
You
probably
look,
for a
you look
second.
good. Is that a couch
Okay.
behind you with that funky snowflake pattern?
This is a blanket.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a little festive. You know what I mean?
very
Although I
festive.
wore red on the red, I wasn't really expecting that. So we kind of.
I'm really liking all the geometric Pablo Picasso shit going on. The blinds with the 90-degree, all the 90-degree angles.
Dude, it's a mess, and the camera's tilted. I could tell now because the futon's tilted down. Oh,
I wanted to
boy.
go, but my family and I went out of town. I'm so many years into CF with no dubs. And Dave Newman is cool as shit. I agree. And his wife, he got a smoking hot wife who's cool as shit too. Or she has the most crystal clear eyes. I couldn't even believe how clear her eyes are. A dude in our gym showed me his 30K earnings on TikTok. I wouldn't believe it unless I saw it. Damn. CrossFit futon is pure class. God, I hate futons. Everyone had one in college. Fuck, they were miserable.
Yeah, this one's just kind of sitting here. I gotta take it out. It's old and busted.
Dave Castro week in review. Somebody sent me a comment. I don't know if it was from this week or last week. It says, oh, it's this week. There's no way Sevon does CrossFit. He looks like a noodle with glasses. Is this true?
Noodle. I don't think so. Clearly, they
There's no
never
way-
saw your picture from Crash. We were flexing.
There's no way Sevon does CrossFit. He looks like a noodle with glasses. Son of a bitch.
Don't let the haters get to you.
Too late, buddy. Too late. Suicide
Hey,
watch.
I think you got
9888.
accused of,
Go kill myself. What?
you got accused of being on like peptides or steroids before.
In the early days.
That's never happened to me. So
All juiced up. Nowhere to go. All right. The noodle is going to start the show. Noodle. That's disrespectful. The noodles.
send your noodles.
Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go. Matt Souza, Dave Castro, and the Noodle Boy. Here we go.
Week in review. Monday.
New camera. Got the autofocus
good.
on. Look at that. He got depth of field, but the autofocus is on all over the place.
December 22nd,
You don't think the autofocus is
2020.
good?
What? Say it again.
I
Talk to
said
me,
you
Susan.
don't- oh man, hold on. I gotta take it off the pep link. This is making me nervous, bro. This is
For
making
NorCal.
me nervous.
For NorCal.
Hold on.
Remember, we can do a Starlink too. I do think it looks good.
Yeah,
I do
just
think it
wait,
looks
now I'm
good, but
unable.
I could just tell the autofocus is going to be, it's searching. It's searching. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
No.
could hear you. I could hear you.
Okay.
It's just
All right.
glitchy. We'll see
All right,
how
here we go.
we'll see how it rolls.
A couple weeks ago on my, I have a TDC Hunts YouTube account in addition to the Instagram account. I started a YouTube a few months ago, and actually a long time. It's almost been a year. And I had a video removed on it the other day. I did an overview of my 6mm competition gun, and YouTube sent me a note saying they flagged it for having inappropriate content related to firearms. So they flagged a section. I removed that section.
How hard would it be for him to just point the fucking mic at himself? Just a little bit.
Dude, he's got it on the gangster setting. He's like holding it sideways. And he holds his gun sideways.
Kept posting it or reposted it. We flagged it again, reposted it, and they kept pulling it. It's not much different than some of my other videos, so it's kind of frustrating. I'm going to try to reshoot it or re-edit it and get it back up.
He just moved the mic and pushed it even like 2 or 3 degrees further from his mouth, like tilted it away. The fuck?
But I don't think it's much different than many of the other. There's a lot of gun videos out there in the YouTube world. There's a lot of gun YouTube channels. So I don't know. I got to figure it out so I don't keep getting videos pulled. That was the only one. I've put a number of videos up there, but so far that's the only video that's been pulled. It's just really annoying. Speaking of videos, for my big account, for the account that these go on, the Weekend Reviews go on, my normal Dave Castro account, I made a video last week of my trip to the Space Force visit. So I took a GoPro and I had my iPhone and I had a mic. And I shot some stuff with the GoPro, just holding it. And then when I presented the workout, I had one of our trainers, Lindsay Andrew, hold my camera, my iPhone, and mic'd up with the DJI 3. Hiller had recommended I get that mic. He had actually recommended the 2, but I got the 3. So I was mic'd up, and then I had all this content. And so one evening last night, I decided to sit down at the computer and just see if I could edit a piece out of that. And I created a 14-minute piece that I think is really cool.
Have you seen it?
I did. I have. I watched the majority of it. I can't say that I watched the whole thing. That'd be a lie.
It's that good,
But I watched
huh?
the majority. Well, yeah, I got distracted. I'm easily distracted, so don't judge me for it.
All right.
Actually really
I haven't seen it yet.
proud of. I sent it to a bunch of my friends, sent it to Sevon, and said, hey, check this out. I don't think he's actually watched it yet. So check it out. I'll put a link in the bio. But
we should do a show where we review it. We should do a show where we review it.
All right.
wonder if
Okay. I watched the beginning.
I wonder if Andrew would come on here and review it with us. It's a 10 for Dave. Oh, wow. So he saw it.
I liked his intro.
All right.
I've never made a video like that. And really for the last, almost this last year, I've kind of self-taught myself how to use Final Cut Pro. People like Sevon have helped me. Hiller's given me advice. Sevon gave me the best advice. So when I was thinking about getting Final Cut Pro, he's like, hey, anything you ever want to learn in relation to Final Cut Pro, just put it in Google or YouTube and there'll be a video on how to do it. And that's so true. So I wanted to learn how to edit because I do a lot of shooting videos or a lot of shooting and I film some of the stuff and it's a pain in the ass to ask someone else to edit for you. So I'm like, I'm just going to self-teach. I'm just going to teach myself how to edit. And
now he's making videos for CrossFit. It is a little weird that an executive is having to make videos of a Space Force trip, don't you think? With a 4-star
Given the
general?
circumstances, given the circumstances,
Limited resources.
Yeah,
small. What's small team? Small team.
Yeah, this was probably out of sequence with the rest of the stuff they got going on. So who knows? But yeah.
I think I've learned. I think I'm getting better, and I'm enjoying the process. It's a lot of fun. So check out that video. I'll put a link here so you guys can check it out if you want. And the Space Force I had to get it approved by the PAO, the Public Affairs Office. I sent one version and they had a couple edits, so I had to make a couple edits. And it reminds me of over the years. So back in the day, through 2000 and early on through basically.
He told me they sent it back with some edits and I was so happy. I'm like, does that piss you off? He's like, it's a little frustrating. I'm like, yeah, take note, bitch. Take note.
Up to the sale. Almost all the training content that CrossFit made, Nicole Carroll and I would get our eyes on it. Sevon and his team would send it to us and we'd give feedback or we'd approve it. So even when I look at where I am now with, basic editing and just seeing how videos should flow, I've had a lot of experience looking at our content and getting feedback on it. And so when the Space Force gave me feedback, I thought that was kind of funny. And I'm like, oh man, this is a pain in the ass. I didn't have no problem with it, but I'm just saying now I have to go in and edit it. Now I know how all these other guys I've always given feedback on their videos must feel when I say to make changes. Also,
yeah, that's awesome. Hey,
perspective.
That's the way it works. That's why everyone should shoot and everyone should edit, because when you edit, your shooting totally changes, right? Because you have to sit there and look at all the footage. Like, so lately, Avi's been editing a ton of footage, and I see him just skipping through stuff he shot. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Watch all of it, motherfucker. He's like, I don't think there's anything good in here. I'm like, dude, we took the time to shoot it. Watch it all. Maybe watch it 1.5 speed. Hit that L key. But then listen, asshole, then just shoot differently.
Yep.
Just be more shoot
to edit.
Yeah. Shoot to edit. Yeah, there you go.
A friend made a video, Stafford Brian. He made a video
More importantly, everybody
of some training I did.
Say that again.
I said, more importantly, everybody should serve in a restaurant.
Yeah, there you go. That too.
Did with a short video, a highlight reel of some training I did with some cops. I had 3 different departments here: San Jose, Santa Clara PD, San Jose PD snipers, Santa Clara PD snipers. I forgot the other department a few weeks ago, and we did some training up there. And he filmed it and made a little highlight reel of that. So that's also, I put that video up on my hunting account, so I'll put a link to that. Pretty cool video, fun video, highlighting some of the drills we did with them.
I did see some of that video. That's a badass video. They look like badasses with that gun. The account is TDC Hunts on YouTube. That's a badass video.
Last week, I was also on the Sevon podcast. I guess that was Wednesday night. And we reviewed episode 3 of Behind the Scenes. And then we, so if you haven't seen episode 3 of the Behind the Scenes, go to his page, check it out. It was fun. His Behind the Scenes this year is cool. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy watching them. Saturday, I did a shooting match in Avenal, gas gun. Gas guns where you use like an AR-10 or AR-15, and you have to shoot fast. Took third. I had 2 bad stages in the beginning, but I was able to recover from that. Had a long day. Got home, actually, drove home from that, and I was trying to figure something out with my gun. And so hiked to the top of the hill here at the ranch, shot the gun some more just to figure out what was going on. Then hiked in the back to do some targets stuff, fix some targets I had. Got back home, and it was late. It's 4 or 5. And I usually don't work out that late, but I was like, I need to get in the workout of the day. And so I looked at the workout of the day, CrossFit.com workout of the day. I looked at the workout of the day, and
an
it was
edit.
10
I saw an edit. I saw a cut.
thrusters at 95, 5 rounds, 10 thrusters at 95 pounds, 20-second L-sit hold, 30-second handstand hold. And I was like, there's no way. Well, typically right now on main site, I'm not doing the RX 90% of the time. I usually do their intermediate version. This one I could do. I'm capable of doing it, but I'm like, I'm not going to definitely do that one RX. So then I looked at intermediate, which 90% of the time I'm doing the intermediate. It was 10 at 75 pounds, 20-second L-sit with bent knee, and then 30-second handstand hold. So you kick up into a wall and hold for 30 seconds. And I was tired, and I still had to do some hamstring strengthening exercise that Zach Long from Barbell Physio prescribed me. He's a great guy. Check out his content. Zach Long, Barbell Physio. He's really helped me through this rehabilitation of this nagging hamstring issue. Again, I've injured it 3 times over the last 10 years or so, same one. And this most recent time has really made me cautious about running again and running fast. And he's given me the confidence to understand that I can strengthen it and get back to where I was before. Anyways, I still had to do his drills. And I was thinking about doing the intermediate, but 10 thrusters at 75, 20-second bent knee L-sit, and then 30-second handstand hold. I'm like, man, that's a lot. I don't even want to do that. So then I decided, let me look at the beginner workout. And I hardly ever do the beginner. But I looked at the beginner, and it was 10 thrusters at 45 pounds, seated leg raise, and 20-second, 15-pound plate overhead hold, 5 rounds of that. I'm like, all right, that's the version I'm going to do. So I did the 5 rounds of 10 thrusters at 45, the leg raise, and the 20-second, 15-pound plate. And that was perfect. That's exactly what I need to do just to move with some intensity at light.
I totally get it, though, right? Drove 3 hours to shooting competition, drive 3 hours home, go hike up in the mountains, and then just want to say you did something. I get it.
Yeah. And sometimes it's better for your body that way anyways, because you're just moving through ranges of motion, right? Not really putting a ton of stress on your body, but still getting a little workout in.
And 5 rounds is a lot.
It's important to do that, actually. As CrossFitters, sometimes we get stuck in our heads that like every day has to be like beat yourself into the ground day. And if you look at any of the main site programming over the years, it was never that at all. It was like every third day was a rest day. Out of those 3 days, there's most likely a heavy day where there isn't any intensity. And then one of those out of like, let's say 9 days of workout days is probably like a 5K or 10K run, or a row, which was going to be like longer and a little bit slower than the higher intensity stuff, right? Like it's all that stuff that's been lost and turned into like, oh, I got to go high intensity every day and train for competition.
Yeah. There's no intensity in that. I don't know. You can get some intensity. You can get some intensity in that. 50 thrusters. You can get some intensity in that. I mean, definitely you can't break that shit up if you're doing the beginner.
For sure.
Load and it felt great. And then
say it again.
Yeah, you get intensity in jumping jacks if you go hard enough.
Yeah.
I said you get some intensity in jumping jacks if you go hard enough.
Yeah.
Exercises. So don't ever feel like you shouldn't do the beginner. That's better than not doing anything at all. And that's basically where I was on Saturday. So happy I did that. Let's dive into comments.
You see, that's different than do you see the difference here in like going to someone's account that's like a health account and they're like, it's okay to have a drink or smoke some cigarettes over Christmas break. This is like, hey, dude, you still need to do something. You still need to do something.
Yeah.
Big difference here, people.
Sam Valenzuela, Dave, do you ever think you'll talk about your time?
We don't want to hear that Dave pussed out. We don't want to hear it. We don't come. We don't come. We don't. We're not. I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to hear about Dave's soft side. I don't give a fuck. I know.
In the military, could you say which team you were on? I've heard your responses for not sharing, and they're very respectable. However, I listened to the Sean Ryan show, and hearing those stories always make me wonder about yours. Thanks for your service. I'm not interested in going there. I'm not interested in sharing those stories. I'm not interested in talking about the teams. So many other people, so many other guys are leveraging that for their to basically establish their identity, and their entire livelihood and identity is based off of what they did, where they were, who they were from, and a majority of these stories are from over 2 decades ago. So I don't want to play in that world. I'm very proud of the fact that I was able to transition out of the military, do something with Greg and CrossFit, and do something significant there, and build a reputation and a livelihood and a name off of what I did post the military, not because of what I did from the military. And I think a lot of people, you can use your past time in the military as like a springboard to open up doors. But then once doors are open, you have to prove yourself there, and you have to establish a new identity and a new reputation for what you're doing going forward. And that's what I've done. And I don't want to lean back. I'm incredibly proud of everything I did back then. I'm incredibly proud of where I was, who I worked with, and the units I've worked with and who I've worked with, because I don't talk about it, because I don't go on all these shows bragging about combat missions or where I was and what I did. I'm still allowed to go back to some of those units, and I still do go back to some of those places on a regular basis, and I still talk to the guys at those places, and a lot of them tell me, hey, we really respect your perspective and how you have not leaned into it so much. So I won't go there, and I'm proud of the reasons I don't, and there's plenty of other people who do. So for all those stories, there's a lot of other people you can get. So it's funny because I saw one clip the other day, and a guy was telling a story. And it was,
for those of you who don't know, I'm sure you all know, but Dave was an operator at the highest level, not only in the Navy, but he also did exchange programs with the other highest operators in the U.S. military. And if you work with Dave, you'll see that he has crazy integrity, honor, and super effective leadership, and very competent in getting a lot of shit done. And everything's crazy well organized, and he brings all of that shit. I'm assuming you learned all of that in the military.
Story from a training exercise, and I was like, wow, that's how far this has gone. Now guys aren't even telling war stories, they're telling stories about scenarios in training, and I'm like, man, people are really reaching. So and when I came in too, I was brought up by guys that talked a lot about 98, 97, enlisted in 97, graduated the training in 98, went to a SEAL team right after that. I was like taught about the silent warrior ethos, and like I really believe that, and we would joke about guys who wrote books. Or
there's this new podcast with these 3 SEALs on it. Have you seen it, Souza? And they don't talk about war stories, they talk about sex adventures.
No, what's the name of the podcast?
I wish I could remember. One of the guys the few times that I went to Coronado to where the SEALs train to do filming, I met at least one of the guys. One of the guys was for sure a hardcore CrossFitter. He used to make kettlebells. I can't remember, but they have a podcast now, and it's all about like just chicks they fucked or fuck. It's like a lot of fucking stories. I shouldn't say the clips I've seen are all have sex stories in them. It's pretty fucking cool. It's funny. Like, we were on a billionaire's boat and just shit like that. It's cool. It's a different
Sex
take on the whole.
Or something?
Yeah, Sex Team 6. Yeah, nice.
Or who did all that stuff back then. Back then there wasn't a podcast. And so like I was like, yeah, I'm never going to do that. I don't want to be that guy. And I saw how we talk about guys who did that. It's obviously very different now, but in terms of all those guys who are doing it, but that's just not my choice. And you know what? Like, I don't even hold it against any of those guys. That's their choice. That's their style. That's what they want to do. It's just I
think Dave coined the term pop seal for those guys. Right? That's
yeah,
a Dave Castro term.
Definitely did. Seal. On Jocko's podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He called them pop seal.
Personal way of handling it, doing it. This is how I've chosen to attack that stuff and address that stuff, and I'm not going to. And I'm happy about that. At the real Peepaw. Any chance HQ will begin to crack down on IP theft again? Seems like a number of locations using the CrossFit name while being de-affiliated. So I travel the world, and I travel the country. I've traveled the world this year going to CrossFit gyms, and I travel a lot and obviously interact with a lot of people. I don't see a lot of instances of that happening anymore as much as it has, in the early days. I checked with our team today, and this is what they stated. We prioritize going after de-affiliated gyms who continue to use the mark. In fact, legal has filed no less than 10 federal lawsuits against departed affiliates just this year. That's a record number. All cases get resolved. Report the cases to us and we'll shut them down. Legal intake at CrossFit.com. So here's the thing. In certain situations, if there's someone in an area who's using the name illegally, if we're not told, yes, we can act on it. So when people tell us, we do act on it. So if you have a case, legal intake at CrossFit.com. I'll put that in the description here too. But and I know the team. I've known the team for decades. They do aggressively pursue these things, and they're working on them. So
I want to show you this. If you go to a way to see all the people who are stealing like the name, you can go to Amazon and you can just type in CrossFit, and you can see people who are doing stuff that's probably not on the up and up. I don't see any here. Oh, here it is. Like these people, rep. Like if Marshall saw that, if the team saw that, they would send those guys a note. Hey, you can't have that in there. CrossFit jump tool. This rep CrossFit running. You can't do that. Cross training. So those are the only two I see. Oh, here, CrossFit boxing. CrossFit devotional. Oh, maybe that's okay. Is that a book?
That's a book.
Wow. Endurance and Christian inspiration for CrossFit athletes seeking to grow closer to Jesus.
Through their watch.
Anyway, what? Oh, is that what it? 100 jokes about CrossFitters. Wow. Holy shit. A CrossFit joke book. Jeez.
Well, that's obviously worth it. How much is it?
Yeah.
$10? Yeah.
Prepare to
well
laugh
worth
out
it.
loud with this hilarious compilation of jokes tailored for CrossFit enthusiasts, fans, humor alike. The witty, entertaining book is the perfect addition. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Unique and entertaining CrossFit gift. Hilarious CrossFit theme. Wow, it's got 6. Let's see the reviews.
Of course,
Because-
Pat bought it. Those jokes are hilarious and accurate. Let me guess. The first one is, you guys have kept my orthopedic surgeon in business.
Second grade boys have better game than what you read in this book. Wow. This guy even posted a picture. Chris Scott, the real one. Right. Anyway,
How is my shit still lag, or is it okay now?
I don't know. It's been fucked up.
I know, but is it better? Maybe it's better.
I think so. I'll tell you. Our timing's off when we're talking, but I'm cool
I
with
know.
that. I ain't bitching. But I think it's
know.
better now.
You've been good. You've been good.
Okay.
But I can
Okay,
tell it's
good.
fucked up. I'm trying to
Yeah.
fix it.
Ortega wasn't he ousted for lying about most of his stories? Oh, who? Talking about Tim Kennedy?
Yeah, he got in trouble for stolen valor.
Yeah, lots of war stories were embellished for sure. A couple of full lies. Oh boy.
Mm.
Where is Jesus CrossFit? I'm in. I'll dominate that shit. All right.
So any chance HQ will begin to crack down on IP theft again? They have been, and they will continue. And that's something that we aggressively address. At Lee Whiteman, 1937, Zoltan Ibrahimovic has been posting lots of weightlifting and wearing rad trainers, so has an interest in CrossFit. What are your thoughts on getting him on an open announcement? 64 million followers and one of the best soccer players in the world. Someone then in the comments said, no, he's not one of the best soccer players. He's kind of an older school guy. I don't follow soccer closely, but I know he is. Yeah, I mean, even with what you just said there, that doesn't tell me that he's doing CrossFit. Hold on. Those are pretty strong indicators, but maybe he's not. It'd be interesting to.
How do you not know? How the fuck do you not know that this guy's fucking doing CrossFit, Dave? What the fuck is wrong with you? What do you live in a bubble? Even I know that. Booyah. Oh, those walls are crazy. Are
Yeah,
those copper walls?
it's interesting.
Wow,
Sure.
homeboy's strong. Not very explosive, but fuck, he's strong.
120. Oh, a little shaky. Ooh, okay. We got
War,
room for
baby,
improvement.
war.
We got room for improvement. If his knees didn't cave in on that dip, he might have had a little more drive.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah. It's crazy when you watch these people that are at the top level of their sport, but they just move like trash.
Yeah. Although I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
Yeah, it's actually not. I didn't really mean it necessarily for him. I take that back. He does move pretty well, especially for some of the stuff that you see out there.
65 million. Oh, look. Oh, I thought those were med balls for a second. Here we go.
What's that shirt situation?
So this
Oh,
is
it's just tucked up.
not a boy.
Do we have any? It looks like he's just weightlifting though. It'd be good to see him do a little Metcon action. A couple of those clean
Yeah.
and jerks into some toes to bar or something.
Yeah.
He'll probably do all that.
You think
shit.
us claiming that he's doing CrossFit is like Bikram claiming he's doing yoga?
Yeah, might be a stretch.
He's gonna fight Jake Paul.
Shit, for 94 million, I'd fight Jake Paul. I don't know if I draw much of a crowd, but
You think that fight was rigged, Souza?
I think a lot of these sports these days are rigged. I don't
Yeah.
know. He broke his jaw, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, what they both get paid out? Wasn't it like 92 million or something like that?
It's hard to tell, but yeah, it could be somewhere in that realm. Some report I saw this morning saying he's gonna have to pay 66 million in taxes, which means he probably made closer to 100. Yeah, like a little over 100.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, you know what I found out this morning on the show? That
Hmm.
in some of these fucking DEI countries like Finland, and there was another one, your speeding tickets are based on your fucking tax return. And there was a super wealthy guy that was speeding. He was going 104 over the speed limit. He was doing 180 and a 74, and he got $1.2 million speeding ticket.
Damn. That's pretty progressive. It's almost like the US, but we do it in reverse.
Fucking nuts.
The richer you are, the more you get away with.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Both ends of the spectrum. If you're super
You're
poor,
right.
you can shoot fentanyl. You can shoot fentanyl in the streets if you're crazy poor.
You're right. There's two. It's a bell curve. So the
Yeah.
middle gets screwed.
Yeah.
But over here, if you want to commit pedophilia or murder, as long as you're well into the hundreds of millions, you're good.
Yeah.
If you want to do open drug use and be naked on the street in front of kids, as long as you have absolutely nothing, you're good. It's only the people that turn the economy wheel that get screwed at the end. So
well said. He made 92 million and has to pay 66 million in taxes between US and UK. God damn. I think Colton's home. Colton's driving now. For sure driving.
Find out if he is, and yeah, I'd love to. I would have him do an open announcement if he is truly doing CrossFit, but I don't have any access to him, and I haven't pursued this. At Robert Bergalt, with the 25th anniversary of Main Site coming up in February, will there be a 25th Wodiversary? Yes. At Anthony TPA 2259.
That's interesting. It really is the 25th anniversary of Main Site, huh?
when was
2001, I guess. February of 2001. Wow.
Oh wow.
I've been awake for 41 hours. Did you pee finally? Did that chick ever wake up? Crazy.
41 hours.
Dave, why is Sevi so weak on machines? Do you think it's because he can't reach the skier handles? Merry Christmas. That's good. I think he's weak on them because he's weak on them. He's a smaller guy, and so he has some limitations to performing well on machines. So I think that's part of it. Not all of it, but that's just part of it.
Damn, bro.
I've told you guys, I personally love machines, but for the test of fitness, Oh, you didn't get to pee. Shit. Wow.
Damn.
Jake Paul lives in Puerto Rico, gaming the system nicely. Yep. They even announced Jake Paul from Puerto Rico via Columbus, Ohio, or some shit.
Via.
I think it's great. The machines are great in the affiliates. They're great in the garage gyms. They're a great tool for warming up, for rehab, for modification. The rower is something that you should be proficient at. But for the games, it's just pure fucking cuckery to use them as elements in the games. Thank you. Rest my case.
At Janet_just_Janet. Hi, Dave. Happy to see the 2.5 liter olive oil back in stock. Have yet to score a chili infused version of the garlic spin MIA recently. Question: what is the best way to pour from the large tin? Hate to waste a drop of this liquid gold. Can you send a text or email when you're out of stock, oils are back in? Enjoying episode 3 this evening. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for the support. 2.5s. Still a few more in stock. How to pour, just patient.
TDCmercantile.com. TDCmercantile.com. You want the chili.
I don't know, because I don't even use the 2.5 at home. So I don't know how you should pour. Just pour slowly, I guess. The chili infused version and garlic is out, yes. And it might be. So my guy here in Hollister, the place where I get the olive oil from, he, which is about 30 minutes down the road, he basically has about 10,000 trees, or 1,000 trees that he cultivates from. And every year he does about a third of them that he'll pick and then harvest from. And then he gets X number of gallons from each harvest. So 1/3 of the trees he'll do one year, the next year he'll do another third, and the next year he'll do a third. This year, we've been working with him and talking to him the past few weeks. He actually has had a really bad harvest. So his number for the amount of olive oil that we're able to get from the third of the trees that he's doing is significantly lower compared to the last few seasons. So this year, I still have olive oil, 100, 500s, 250s in stock, none of the flavors, a couple of the tins. But this year might be a rough year on getting olive oil and restocking. So we're still looking into it. We're seeing what other options there are. But he didn't have a great harvest, so it might hurt the amount of olive oil I'm able to put out this year. But again, thanks for all the support. At Tyler PXA, Dave, love the transparency and you sharing your own training lately. It actually feels like leadership is doing CrossFit, just not just preaching it. In the early days, it often felt like a preacher delivering a sermon on Sunday while living the opposite the rest of the week. A lot of talk about the methodology without showing it being lived by leadership. Sevon and Greg in particular, though it's cool to see Sevon doing it now. If you put a camera on Don Fall, Jada Coons, etc., just doing CrossFit, doing the open and talking about what it means to them, that would resonate far more than vague, we are a cult messaging. That's the kind of authenticity people actually want to be a part of. So I sent this comment to Sevon and he was really upset by it. He was really upset by the fact that you're suggesting he didn't do CrossFit all those years when he was hanging out with Greg. He still does do CrossFit, but I thought that was pretty funny. At Next Door Athlete,
Didn't we address this last week?
Yeah. Wasn't it like Andrews or something? Didn't you call him out? Tyler Andrews?
Tyler Andrews. Yeah, you're a bitch.
That's hilarious.
You's a bitch.
And what did they
have an
mean?
issue with
You guys weren't preaching it. Like, how many videos of there were from Greg coaching it and everybody at HQ doing it all the time? Like, HQ actually had a gym. How in the world can you say now that it's better that leadership is doing it and not say it then when fucking HQ actually had a gym inside of it? Yeah,
here's me today doing legless pegboards.
Just like you pegged your mom, Tyler Andrews.
Yeah. Right after this, I ran in the garage and pegged your mom. Exactly.
That's it. That's not AI either.
Oh ass bitch. Pedro's comment was amazing. Sevi, you need to get a perm.
Yeah. Hey, that phone sling doesn't really help your case that much. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Only you could pull that off.
Fucking jackass.
Would look dope with a perm.
All right. Come on. We all know Annette does CrossFit. The machines are so good. If you don't like machines, you probably suck at them and hate them. More machines at the games, please. I don't need to see log bar muscle ups. That's not fitness. That's hands. Oh, God.
Well, that's rogue.
Oh my God.
Conflating. Come on.
And I like the log muscle ups.
They gotta do the log bus. Doing pegboard does not mean you do CrossFit. Andrew, what do you know about CrossFit?
Who said that?
Hiller.
We're doing the pegboard. Listen, I hadn't done the pegboard in 5 years, maybe 10. The fact that I can just get up there and fucking do it legless means that I do CrossFit.
I signed up for a High Rocks, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm in a run club and shit.
Just cold. Just went out there and was like, this is how you do it. I would have posted it too, but I don't want to fuck with my Spiegel numbers. I'm just leaving it alone.
You gotta let it breathe, dude.
Yeah, let it breathe. Let my Spiegel breathe.
Hey, you're gonna start pinning them at the top now, or what?
Oh, maybe I should pin maybe I should pin both those at the top. Wow.
Yeah. Did
Wow.
you use a clock?
Yeah, I filmed it. I think it took me 2 seconds to do that pegboard up and down or something.
Gonna retest next week.
Fuck, it was terrifying. Before I went out there, that pegboard hasn't been used in so long, and there were 2 pegs at the top, so I had to get a ladder and a pipe wrench. And I had to work so fucking hard to get the fucking pegs out because they're wooden dowels, and from being in there so long, the wood had taken on so much moisture and expanded in there. It was fucking crazy.
Damn. So wait, did you use those same dowels? Or do you have
No. I have
Okay.
I have all sorts of shit like that. I just use some dowels that sit in the garage.
Got it.
All right.
Machine, but I think what happens is you lose some of the visual appeal for a machine. For example, for me to run, would it be too much of a challenge to make a row an actual crew style row instead of a rower? That could cross over from individuals to teams and be interesting to see how they call the stroke. I mean, so yes, it would be challenging finding a place to do that, especially getting all the equipment for a team, especially because a team has never done that. They don't train on that. Maybe a little unfair. Worth taking a look and worth playing with, but definitely some challenges around that. Also, we've paddled in the games. We've had kayaks, so there's other ways to express some of that stuff. At Fit Grandpa, I did the hybrid level 2 class yesterday with the legendary Pat Barber and crew, and to say I'm humbled would be an understatement. But now I have a solid example and roadmap of how to make myself a much better coach. Thank you for all you do and the team do. Great. So again, talked about the hybrid level 2 a lot the last few weeks on these. Thank you for the feedback. It's going really well. People are really enjoying it. If you want to take the level 2 and you don't have the time to commit a weekend, this hybrid level 2 single day option works really well. Again, you take all the lectures online and then you go there for the single day and you spend the day going through all the movements.
Didn't we have someone call into the show and say it was amazing too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe it's so well received. That's impressive.
Well, I guess it's still legitimate because they have the 1 day in person. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fine.
At Darling Zach, lack of explanation on my part. Athletes would do a devil's press. So I think that's like a burpee, jump up, and then you press them overhead. And while the dumbbell, maybe it's one, is overhead, the athlete would do a forward lunge, then another devil's press and lunge forward, and so on. That's what he said. Then Dwizzle77 said, can't picture a devil's press plus overhead lunge. LOL, Dave, come on. You do a bunch of devil's press and then you overhead lunge with the dumbbells. How are you unable to grasp that? I guess I'm not that bright. Anyway, well, thanks for clearing up the double unders or the devil's press with overhead lunge. Still don't quite grasp it, but whatever. Don't care to.
Yeah, there it is. You don't care to grasp it. He don't care to grasp it. Monica.
Grasp it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Week in review. Leave your thoughts, comments in the comment section, and I'll address them next week. All right. Out.
Very vanilla this week. Nothing too controversial. Controversial.
What's up with his camera? Was that doing that the whole time?
Yeah. It's his autofocus. He didn't turn it off or something. Something's stuck on.
Yeah, that's weird because he's in frame and nothing else is really moving. So you figured it would just track him.
Maybe it's because he's so close to it. It's definitely breathing, looking for something. Probably just needs to turn that off. I just manually set my focus on this camera.
Yeah, mine's on auto.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. That's why sometimes it picks this up. And then if I just reach back, I also have it set to track and I just hit the button twice. It'll refocus on me.
Put your hand up there. No, I mean towards in front of the lens. Oh, yeah, shit. That's amazing. Nice calluses. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you like that?
Yeah, that's good. I need mine to be that good. Okay, maybe I fuck with mine too. That'd be good. That way when I show my phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see what happened to the. Oh, Chris Tucker explains why he was on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. Wow.
I boarded by accident.
God, the photos are coming out are crazy.
You see that some of them were like weirdly picked up by magazines that weren't actually true.
Oh yeah. I saw one where they got him and Trump all cozied up on a couch, and then someone's like, "Dude, Epstein doesn't even have legs in this photo."
Dude, you see the one where it's Michael Jackson? They have like the things blocked out, and he's there with Clinton. And there's like two people that are like they have it like it's like redacted, so you can't see their faces or whatever. And then it turned out that like that was just them looking for houses to buy. Michael and even his old bodyguard was like, "Hey, I was there when that was taken. Like those are Michael Jackson's kids. We were like visiting houses that he was gonna buy." And everybody found out once Michael Jackson was touring the house, they would be there and like get a photo with him or whatever. And that was like the whole situation. I mean, Clinton was there because he was hanging with Epstein, but Michael Jackson was just there with his and with Diana Ross and his kids looking to buy a house. And that was actually posted on some magazine in like 2003 or something.
I wonder if those are the people who are involved in the Epstein shit deep are the ones releasing stuff like that, making it obviously AI so that it'll cause all sorts of like, well, what do you know? Which ones are real and which ones aren't?
Yeah. It's just a bunch of.
It'd be a good tactic.
Shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? Where they just throw something in there to not the misdirection, but like, I don't know. It's gone.
My mother-in-law has an iPhone leash like that, Sevon. She's a good lady. Good dude. Wow, I just grabbed my Powerball ticket, Sev's. CrossFit's yours tomorrow. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually excited about that. Storm Williams, $50 million. Who do you think she is? Kelsey Clinton. I wish I knew what that was about.
Yeah.
Come the waters. Trump was defending Clinton today. Which is so funny because in his debate against Hillary, he brought up stuff about a 12-year-old girl getting fucking diddled with Epstein and tried to connect it to Bill. And then today they were asking Trump in a press conference, how do you feel about the photos of Bill Clinton coming out? He said, oh, Bill's my buddy. I don't like to see him having to go through this. He's a big boy. He'll do well, but he's my friend. Everyone's his friend. Except for Thomas Massey.
Everyone's his friend when it matters to him. Hey, look, there's Tyler.
Oh, I apologize. No, fuck you.
Oh, hold on. Tyler Andrews is a member. So.
I mean, yes. I accept your apology.
Mr. Andrews.
No, Greg didn't do CrossFit at the HQ gym with the crew back in the day. No.
Okay, but let's
but let me tell you this, Tyler, you're not the first person to fucking call me out. The actual staff there that work for me during the middle of workouts, someone would call me a bitch. So I'm used to it.
What was the name that everybody called Greg?
Coach.
Okay, so what are the videos that we've seen Greg do, especially the early videos?
Coach,
motherfuckers, Coach,
like, Monica.
I hate when and probably I'm just jaded because of the two clips that I post with Greg. Not nearly as well as the Spiegel. It's only up to about 2 million now between both of them. But that's like one of the main.
Still crazy. That's still crazy.
That's one of the main comments that's on there. It's like, look at this guy. I wouldn't take advice from him. And I'm like, to me, that's part of the problem in the fitness industry. You have these people that are A, genetic freaks, B, on shitloads of gear and now peptides and testosterones and supplements or whatever the hell, or both, the combination of the two of them. And then they sell these programs. Oh, look at me, buy my program and do this. And all these people flock to it because they're like, well, I want to look like that dude with a fucking 12-pack abs that's as deep as the Grand Canyon. And you're not going to. You're just being sold some aesthetic lie that you don't have the genetics. You probably don't have the same foundation of workouts. You're probably not going to take the same gear that they're on. And yet more people will flock to that than to somebody that looks like Greg that has a whole entire like body of evidence supporting the methodology that he's put in front of you and telling you what to do and how to do it. It drives me insane. Nobody goes and watches NFL and looks at the coaches on the sideline. It's like, well, I never see that guy catch the pass. Why was he going to have an opinion on how that ball was thrown? Why did he have an opinion on that wide receiver getting things? He can't catch the ball like that guy has. It's like, yeah, because they're the coach. It's like
my kid asked me yesterday why we were watching the New Orleans game against the Baltimore Ravens, and Avi goes, "Hey, how come there's so many black guys on the team? How come it's like so many more black guys than white guys?"
Did you say it was because there's not equal opportunity for white guys? They're not misrepresented.
I said I have no idea. I said I have no idea.
Misrepresentation.
I said I have no idea.
Man, that shit just drives me nuts because if you look at the best people, like we could take Matt Frazier or Rich Froning for that matter in our sport, they are both like Rich self-admittedly, Matt maybe not so much because of the way he sells his programming, they say, well, I'm not a coach. Rich is like, I'm not a good coach. Like that's why it was what is Rich's program? That's what it was. What is Rich doing? So you just did what he did.
And they just set up a parking lot cam in the gym.
The ability, the knowledge to be able to execute at that highest level and the knowledge to be able to transmit how to execute at that highest level are two completely different skill sets. Two completely different skill sets.
The thing is too about Greg, which is it's a misnomer to call him a coach. Whatever the level is above that, that's what he is. He wasn't even so much a coach. He was like, I know the term, the general parlance is visionary. But he was more like a high priest. Do you know what I mean? You know, like when they make lenses, they have a lens that makes the lenses, or when they have tools, they have super tools that make tools. Like the scissors that make scissors, or even are crazy. You know what I mean? The machine shop shit at the very top. That's what he was.
Yes,
and that's that's the problem. We don't have one of those in CrossFit anymore. And that's the problem. Until Pat buys it and gives it to me, we won't have one of those. I mean, anyone can be a coach. I mean, and you can't. People, you can fake being a coach. I guess you could fake what Greg did too, but you're going to get found out quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get found out. I don't know. I feel like there's some successful coaches that are just faking it.
Could be, but at some point the rubber meets the road, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just see.
I mean, I guess you're right, because even P90X had its course, and I don't think CrossFit's going to have its course. It's going to have its ups and downs, but it's here to stay.
Yeah, if it makes sure that it's staking its claim. Like the climb is easier than trying to hold the top, right? Like think of like the actors and stuff, like as they make their way up and then they get that big movie and then they're real popular. And the next thing you know, how do they stay up at the top of that to be at the height of their game? And that's what CrossFit is having the issue with now, is being able to keep its land that it claimed, to keep its stake that it's claimed.
Mr. Tyler Andrews, I don't care that Greg didn't look the part. Just want to know if he was doing what cures the world's most vexing problem, and would love to see that content and how it directly impacted him. I agree. I'd like to see how it directly impacted him too. I hear you.
Yeah, and that's probably doesn't necessarily fall underneath my rant so much as the people saying like, I would never follow somebody that looked like that, which is not what Tyler's saying at all.
And I don't really, just on a side note, almost everything's a bit. So I appreciate you. I need foils. If someone said I didn't work out, how would I come on here? That would have been 20 minutes less content I had.
I also feel that since Tyler watches the show as a member, he probably did that. He probably
just trolling me.
He just trolled you, yeah.
General question: why is Laura not jacked? She's obviously a strong athlete, good engine. Even Kerstetter is now looking the part. Why is Laura not jacked? You think
diet?
You do think it's diet?
Yeah. I do. I think a lot of like.
You don't think it's genetics?
To a certain degree, but no, I would probably say it's more the diet. If you really pop the hood open with her and looked in, I would say that genetically she might be a little bigger. She might not have like as defined muscles, but I would probably say you couldn't determine that until you knew she was like the diet was dialed in.
There was a while in the early days, like in 2010, when we went to Tahoe and all the athletes were working out. They did a little jump rope competition, and I think Dave won it. I think he did like 200 double unders unbroken. And
In the
he has
Tahoe
no,
thing?
yeah, and he has no I don't think that made it in the video, but and he has no calves. You know what I mean? Like none. He has no. He has like no calf below his knees. He has no muscle development, like none. And yet he rucks and bikes and does double unders like a motherfucker. I don't know. Her hip ratio definitely looks wider than others. Ain't no way she weighs 170.
Pat says Laura probably weighs 170 and she does ring muscle ups as good as any woman on earth. She's just a freak. That's where I think the genetic portion plays into what you're saying, Sevon.
And if she's been climbing since she's been little, we all have our, I don't know if we all have, but everyone knows like what they're good at. Like there's some people who are just never afraid to run. And there's some people who are just never afraid to do a pull up and maybe there's people who go ahead.
I was gonna say we've never seen Laura Horvath's parents, have we? Like on video at the games or something?
I can't picture them. I mean, her brother's a fucking moose. He's a hoss.
Say that'd probably give you an insight more or less like the genetics, because let's say
Brooke Entz's mom is jacked.
Yeah, exactly.
Jacked.
And so Brooke Entz not working out for a year or so. There's change in her composition of her body, but she's probably still relatively like lean. She's probably relatively still have some sort of defined muscle. I feel like a year of Laura Horvath not working out at all, she probably tends to round out a little bit more.
No, I think that they're saying that she weighs less than 170. I don't think she weighs 170.
I don't even know what Pat is referencing here, but the most recent comment, Jeremy, I'm good at sex. It's my cross I bear.
I bet you Laura weighs in the 140s. No. Oh, you think she looks very small in person? I don't know. Maybe you're big. I didn't think she looked small. No, she's 160 at least. Someone ask her.
Doug, couldn't we figure it out from Rogue? Didn't they have to weigh in at Rogue and then get like a bench press number or something like that?
I just Googled it.
How much does Laura Horvath weigh?
192 pounds.
No.
No, I know.
I was like, what?
It says she's 5'6". Oh, I thought she was taller than that. Maybe how much does Laura Horvath? Oh, how much does Laura Horvath? I forgot. I wonder, it's just telling me how much money she makes. It says 154 pounds.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
God, that's crazy. I feel like here it says she's 5'7".
Hiller said her and Spiegel were 170 at Rogue because of the bench press weight.
Yeah,
remember they had to weigh in for the bench press.
Yeah, I think she's at least 5'7".
What were you looking at that said the height?
Just Google shit.
Just
you know
Google.
What I mean? Oh, here it says World Fitness Project. Oh shit! Look at this. This is her. This is her pro card.
No, 5'7", 154, 28 years old. That sounds right.
So did she win? Is she the?
Did Sprague win too?
Sprague won.
That's awesome.
Who won one?
I'm pumping
Season,
one.
Women's leaderboard. Oh yeah, she won one. Oh shit, she tied Amy Kringle, but she won. Wow.
Oh. Emma Lawson, 100 points out, but tied with Lucy Campbell.
Do
in area
Americans
alone.
do
Wow.
Americans even do CrossFit anymore? A 5th, a 7th, an 8th, a 9th.
Not in Copenhagen, they don't. Copenhagen.
I can't
still
believe
didn't say right the
Lydia took 12th. That's amazing. How do I go back to where I wonder if I type in, let's see how much do you think Danny weighs? How much does
I'd
Danny?
probably say like the same. Maybe like 160? 155 to 160?
Hers says 5'6", 170.
Mm.
I'm guessing that they just gave those numbers.
Danny Spiegel and I weigh the same weight.
Do you know what those eyelashes are called?
Fly lashes?
I learned today on the show.
Oh boy, what are they?
On this morning show.
What are they called?
I don't know if I should say it on this show.
Okay. We could not.
Maybe someone will write it in the chat and you can see it.
So they're not really called what you're saying they're called. Like that's
it's like what's the street name?
Yeah.
That's a victim's weight, Souza. Wow. There we go.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay.
For catching moisture.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Seed catchers.
Damn. I like storms better. Tummy ticklers.
I know someone who weighs close to 300 and has 185 on her license. Wow. Wow.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Makes
boy.
sense.
All right. Charlie Lawrence will be here at 6 p.m. Tomorrow morning, we have Tomer on. He's been on before. He is a child psychologist out of Israel. Was also in the IDF. I don't know if you guys remember. He was in Greece when October 7th happened. He had to fly home. And he owns, I can't even say the name of the gym, CrossFit Renana.
Sounds good to me.
He'll be on tomorrow morning. We'll catch up, finding out what's going on there. All you Jew haters, bring the heat tomorrow.
There's just a bunch of Jew haters now?
I don't know. My Twitter feed makes it seem like everyone hates a Jew.
Really? Just like bulk, just like blanket.
Yeah,
Jew hating?
just blanket Jew hating.
Oh man.
Although I feel like it's diminished a bit. It does. I'll tell you two things that are popping up in the news cycle again, though. Talking about building a massive resort in Gaza. I've seen that, and getting Greenland.
Wow, those are two really important focus points.
Yes,
things that'll really turn things around for us. You see that graph I put in the thread about the buying power of the dollar?
Yeah,
this was like a couple days ago.
I heard
crazy, huh?
Yeah, I heard I heard a few days ago, I think I reported on the show, a 1970s dollar now is worth 11 cents.
1917, you said?
1970s.
1970s.
$1970 now worth 11 cents.
Yeah, the dollar at its inception in like 1792 or whatever, that value of the dollar it held now would take $25.44 now to get that same value of the dollar then, because it was backed by silver and gold then. So once they pulled it off the silver and gold value, backing it, then like the money lost all its value. It's just a fiat currency. It's like it's absolutely worthless. It doesn't have any stored value. And by the way, every single fiat currency to date has eventually gone to zero.
I was thinking the other day remember that I called you? I'm like, holy fuck, I think the word inflation is a psyop. It's just a fucking psyop.
It's your non-voted tax.
Yeah, yeah. It's just your money has lost value. That's the better way to think of it. That's the more honest way to think of it.
Dude, it's nuts because like, let's say you had $1 million in your bank account that you were just saving, right? And it made like whatever, like a 2% or something. You had like, just in some like CD or whatever. And the Federal Reserve and the government, they just start printing money till all of a sudden everything you worked for became absolutely worthless. It's crazy.
Storm Williams is like my 9-year-old kid. He calls me out on everything. Actually, Susie, I can't reach 0 with fractional reserves.
You're
right, Storm. You win. You win.
My period. I don't know.
I think when someone was dipping nicotine, that was a psyop. I don't even know what that means, but I haven't seen Hunter Biden on Sean Ryan, but I want to see it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw it pop up. I've watched like maybe a minute of it.
All right. I'll see you guys in 54 minutes. If you're still awake, it's gonna be a good show. Charlie Lawrence is always great. We'll get the details. It sounds like let me play this for you. This is a little bit of a painful clip to watch. This is at the end of his race. Let me see if I can find it. Where's that clip? Oh, maybe it's on YouTube. Maybe maybe it's on Charlie. Oh, that's interesting that he didn't post it. Videos, Charlie Lawrence. Here it is. On someone else's Instagram account.
What is this?
Here we go.
Baby. Woo! Primary line. Let's go!
Oh.
It's a bad move. Watch the track. We still have running back now.
Hurts so bad. My hip hurts so bad. Like I needed that turn so bad.
Yes, we did.
Did it.
Atta buddy. Yeah. Way to hang in there. Way to hang in there. Let's go have a beer and a burger.
My hip hurts so bad.
Yeah,
I want to drop at 20. I'm
I know.
not kidding.
No, I know.
No, it hurts so bad. Like I was like,
But
it
not
hurt,
now, right?
it hurt worse than it did before Indy.
Hello.
I mean, first hour and a half was fine. Then it just like,
Good job, buddy.
thanks, back.
Didn't let us
What's
stop.
drop at 20? Drop at 20 of fentanyl?
I think he said I wanted to drop at 20, meaning like maybe 20 kilometers in out of 100 or whatever.
Oh, damn! I was hoping it was some slang for some drugs.
When you're training on the track, it's probably somewhat limited, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I would
You got
do
like a little bit in here and there.
Yeah, I mean, like I did a 40-miler 4 weeks ago. Last 10 on the track.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Oh, man. Awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you. We're doing the race. What do you need? Anything?
To help up.
Yeah, we're
My hip looks fucked.
Here we go, baby.
Is that his dad?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope his hips been bothering him for a minute, huh?
Yeah, I think it got fractured or broke a while back. I'd be afraid to lay down too long after that. Hey, I watched Bill Grundler's post the other day where he sat in a deep squat for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that. That was gnarly.
Did you get stuck?
I wouldn't say I got stuck, but I was at 9 minutes. I was like, I'm not sure what's going to happen when I stand.
You did all 10 minutes in one go?
Yeah.
The 10-minute air squat. Thank you, Mr. Kelly
And
Starrett. This is something that we do here at CrossFit Inferno a handful of times a year. But I think it's really important because it showcases.
And after about 30 seconds, my feet didn't move either. Like I found my spot. And
Yeah.
just stayed.
You have ankle mobility, knee mobility, hip mobility. So you have that nice flat back to be able to support a squat all the time. This is one of the most functional movements you can do in your lifetime. So it's something that you need to be able to practice so that you are able to do it for all of your lifetime. Now, if you haven't done this, a lot of different ways you can kind of work on it. The idea is to get down as low as you can and keep an active position. Not a floating position, but an active position. The longest you can hold down there for the whole 10 minutes. If you can do it, great. Otherwise, give as much as you can.
Oh, that makes me feel better. That's how I had to get. That's how I got up. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's how I got up. I put
Make
my
sure you
hands
come out of that bottom position easy because those legs are going to be a little bit sore. But if you haven't done this yet, don't give it a try.
Oh yeah, that's how I walked away. Okay, I thought that's how. Yeah, that's how it felt right there. It was gnarly. In about the 5-minute mark, I realized that I was holding some weird tension in my shins.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to relax that muscle and get really settled in. But the first 5 minutes, I was like, ooh. And then the last 5 minutes, I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen when I stand up.
Damn. I can't even do that with like my laying on the ground with my feet on the wall. My hips
Yeah.
have been jacked up.
Sevon was almost stuck in stuck porn is what he's saying. Yeah, someone could have just come over and skull fucked me.
Jeez.
Kind of freebie.
Gosh.
Why is Bill wearing capris? Dude, when you're as big of a, he's a big man. And he's yoked. When you're like Bill, you wear whatever you want.
Yeah. And you ain't gonna say shit
Yeah.
to him.
And he got a face he got like a fighter's face. Like, yeah, he
Don't forget he's a high level wrestler.
yeah. Oh wow.
Those dudes are a different breed.
God. This picture's so crazy. Someone just sent me a full picture of Lauren wearing the Adidas gear. Crazy, right? Those pants are crazy.
Yeah, dude. They just completely there's a lot going on here, dude. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. All right, I'll save those for tomorrow's show. All right, guys. New vlog up on 3 Playing Brothers. You want to see the jiu-jitsu tournament we went to in Stockton? I'm going to go open and close my garage door 15 times.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Nice.
When he left, he goes, hey, I really hate your motor for your garage door. I'm like, oh. And he goes, we sell those too, the nicest ones. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. They have a built-in camera, everything. I go, how much? He goes, normally $1,900. I'll give it to you for $1,650. Like, I'm good.
Upsell, baby. Upsell.
$1,900.
Jeez.
Did Morning Chalk up or Reddit start blasting you for talking about Lauren's clothing? Probably. Who knows? Who knows? Someone check that out for me. My 6-year-old loves the 3 Playing Brothers blog. Awesome. That makes me happy. Sevon, do you like Lauren's hammers? All right. I'll see you guys in 47 minutes. Of course I do. Love you guys. Talk to you later.